Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the We All Juggle Knives channel and my review of this light, the Acebeam E70. Okay, let's check out the stats on this light. As you can see, it has 6 brightness levels and 1 special mode, which is strobe. The maximum lumens are 4,000 lumens, and the maximum beam distance, 220 meters. Here is a closer look at the light. Wow, there's some very attractive styling on this light, I have to say. Comes with this lanyard. It's operated by a tail switch. It's got a large pocket clip. Nice accents there. It's a little loose, I'm going to tighten that. You see it's got cutouts there and it's two-tone. And then it has these divots there. And it has teeth here, which make it better for impact, but also they allow you to see, hold on, they allow you to see, if you set it down that way, you can see whether it's on or off. Came with some spare O-rings, and it also came with this bulb that lets you use the battery, turn the battery into a lantern. That's pretty cool. Alright, speaking of the battery, it did come with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, 21700. Alright, to get at it, just unscrew the body of the light from the head of the light. And here is that battery. Note the very high capacity. Right, so that battery gives this a lot of power and a lot of endurance. Now that battery itself is rechargeable and it has a Type-C recharging port right there. Now mine did not come with a charging cable, but luckily I have a universal charging cable. So I have it hooked up to a USB power source. In that case, that is a power bank right there. There is a red indicator light right there. You probably cannot see it underneath the bright studio lights, but trust me, there is a red indicator light, and that will glow green when the battery is fully charged. So that's extremely convenient. Here is a look at the orange peel reflector and the emitter of the light. I know basic operation of the light. To turn it on, double tap the tail switch, like so. To cycle through the brightness levels, you press and hold. Let's do that now. To get to turbo, you double tap. And if you want to strobe, triple tap. Okay, warning, we're going to flash the lights. And that is the strobe. To get to the moonlight, from off, you just long press. And that is the moonlight. Okay, at this time I'm going to roll in the outside testing and demonstration footage, and then we'll come back for final thoughts on this Acebeam. Okay, YouTube, we're out here with this Acebeam flashlight on the old testing board. This is the low mode. Let's cycle through the brightness levels. Alright, so that's the high mode. Let's go turbo. Wow, that is very bright. That is excellent. I mean, that's lighting everything up, for sure. Alright, warning, we're going to strobe. There is a strobe. Suitably disorienting. Alright, let me show you moonlight. I don't know if the... there it is. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but that is the moonlight mode. It is an ultra-low mode. Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm out here on a country road with this Acebeam. Here is the road, here is the Acebeam. Let's see what we can see. Alright, let's go turbo. There we go. Wow. That is pretty bright. What can we see over here? Wow, that's a nice flood effect. This is lighting up a good area. Definitely. Yeah, so, wow, lighting up, that might make a good thumbnail. I don't know. Okay, let me give you a top view beam shot. There you go. Wow, that's bright. Down the road. Let's get behind it. Lighting everything up. Alright, let's see what we can see over here. Not much. This is an abandoned country road. There's no houses on this road. There's no nothing. Except for, you know, a few Bigfoot, a few Sasquatch, definitely. Let's go check out Frog Creek. Let's go turbo. Nice. Wow, this lights up everything. The opposite bank, look at the flood effect. You can see the water down there flowing strongly. I'm up on the banks of the creek. Yeah, I like the flood effect on this. I mean, it lights up the whole scene. Oh, you see the dragon's breath there. Nice. Yeah, this is doing well. All right, so this is the Acebeam at Frog Creek. Okay, YouTube, we're on the sports field. I'm standing in one of the goals. We're going to try to reach the other goal. Now, this is not meant as a thrower, but we're just going to try, see what we can see anyway. All right, let's go turbo. Wow. Okay, can it reach out? Let's see. Peering at the viewfinder. Okay, I can see it. I can see it in the viewfinder. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can just barely pick out the goal. Yeah, I can see it there. Okay, YouTube, now we're standing dead center in the field, right? So that, what you saw was 100 meters. Now we're going to try it from 50 meters. I think that's a more fair test for this light. Let's go turbo. Okay, so you see at 50 meters it definitely reaches it. Yeah, that's lit up nicely. All right, so definitely a very usable throw at 50 meters and a tremendous flood effect as well, right? And you got some throw. So if there were a deer right there, you would clearly see it. And we are back. I hope you liked that. Okay, so final thoughts on this Acebeam. Well, it's a very attractive light. It's pretty bright for a single battery light with a lot of endurance using the latest 21700 battery. I definitely like that it came with the battery and that you can recharge that battery. Right? And it's cool that it came with a little lantern attachment as well. This is a very attractive light. Like, you can tell they are determined. Acebeam was determined to compete with Olight in terms of collectible, you know, presentation quality lights. Now, as for the operation with a double tap to turn it on, that is kind of unusual. That's going to take some getting used to, but I understand why they did that, because that activation switch is almost flush, right? So they did not want it to be activated accidentally, right? So the double tap to turn it on, that makes it virtually impossible to accidentally turn it on in your pocket, for example. So that's a safety feature. Now that pocket clip, I gotta say, it's very ambitious for them to put a pocket clip on this. Even though it is a single battery light, it is fairly heavy. Me personally, I probably would not use the pocket clip, but I don't mind at all that they included the option. I think it's good to have the option. As for the performance of the light itself, well, good endurance from that battery, definitely. Now, this is a flutter, especially with that orange peel reflector, right? So it all depends if you like throwers or if you like flutters. I mean, I like both. So if you want a single battery floodlight, right, this is definitely very good. Very bright. It'll light up the whole scene in front of you. Now, as for Acebeam itself, that is a very high quality company. I have reviewed many Acebeams at the past, and I've always been pleased with what they've come up with. Now, I got this light from a website called Killzone Flashlights, and not only does Killzone Flashlights carry Acebeam, but they actually carry many different brands of flashlights. All right, so I'll include a link to this and just to their website, right? If you're one of those people, maybe for whatever reason, maybe you do not wish to use Amazon, but you do want to acquire some good flashlights, check out Killzone Flashlights. The link will be underneath this video in the text description box, but Yeah, they were great to work with, actually, so I do recommend them. Now, this light does come in many different models, many different versions. This is a stainless steel. It also comes in basic black. It comes in brass, copper, titanium, and titanium spectrum. Now, I really like the looks of this model, right? And I was also checking out the copper one on the website. Yeah, the copper one looks sweet too. Definitely, if you're giving a gift and price is no object, check out the copper model. Consider that one. So my final conclusions on this light. This is a very good rendition of a collectible light that's also very bright and very usable. A single battery, personal floodlight essentially, taking advantage of the newer 21700 batteries, right, which have a lot of endurance. All right, so if you want all that, sure, I recommend it in that category, and they're definitely trying to give some stiff competition to the many other flashlight brands out there. All right, YouTube, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out all the links in the text description box. Check out Killzone flashlights. They have a very nice selection of lights, and I'm definitely going to browse them and probably utilize them in the future. All right, this has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.